Today's special episode is all about Tanki Classic. We will tell you about some very important features. Information that we want to share will set the right tone and give more context for the previous Blitz answers. Everything you know about Classic is truly hard to wrap your head around, but after this episode, everything will be clear. To understand what Classic would be like, remember the rebalance and cancel it. The first thing you need to know is the rank system. We won't stop at Marshal since we think the more ranks there are in the game, the more interesting it is to progress in it. Thus, Legend was chosen as the final rank. Also, it is worth reminding you that in old Tanki progress was 4 times slower than in the current version. This will also be the case in Classic. The second point to pay attention to is the cost of equipment. Pre-rebalance prices will return for all turrets and hulls. You can expect to see Twins, Railgun and Thunder for the same price as 13 years ago. Yes, we are talking about the equipment generations.
For those who didn't play the game before the rebalance, equipment generations mean that at first, simpler turrets are available in the game, and then the more powerful ones. Equipment generations will return in Classic, but this doesn't mean that old turrets won't be relevant. On the contrary, they will be able to be equal in power to new equipment. Now we can allow ourselves to make the most important change in the game that completely removes the need for rebalance. Whatever rank you purchase your equipment at, your M3 tank will be equal to any other M3 tank. In other words, if you upgrade Wasp and Smokey to M3 at the beginning of the game in the Sergeant ranks, then you can keep playing it until the Legend rank, without purchasing any other tank. The game won't force you to. Wasp Smokey M3 will be equal to M3 equipment of any other generation, including skins.
Equipment will be available on the same ranks as before the rebalance, forming the first and second generations of equipment. All turrets added after the rebalance like Hammer and Vulcan will be a continuation of the second generation, and all new skins tanks will be the third, fourth and fifth equipment generations. We have recovered the original formulas used in setting prices from before the rebalance, and with them we've managed to set the pricing for each tank in new equipment generations up until the Legend rank. Trust me, there will be something to save crystals for.
That means that at low ranks, Tanki Classic will be similar to pre-rebalanced Tanki, and only as your rank increases will the new elements appear in the game. I forgot to mention the most important thing. Micro upgrades. There won't be any micro upgrades. Upgrade your tanks to M3 and enjoy your favorite equipment.
The third point worth mentioning is fund growth. We have recovered all the changes that have been made to it with the help of the updates archives and returned the funds and experience earning to the condition before update 123. But to be honest, we looked at the results and thought it was not enough. And we decided to increase the funds in Classic by 25%, so you definitely have enough for the new equipment. All of these changes will make Classic unique and completely different from the current Tanki Online.
We are not only cancelling the rebalance, we are going to the future in a parallel branch of history, where the rebalance has never happened, and new equipment continues to appear in the game at higher and higher ranks.
That's the story. Get ready for the next topic. You have less than 5 seconds. It's a hot one. Before the launch of the project for everyone, we are getting ready for early access. Its point is simple. Players can see how the pre-rebalance system works for themselves.
For those who can't wait for Classic, there will soon be 3 special early access offers. For each one, your game account in Tanki Online is needed. The Shop Showcase will have 3 special offers with different contents. These offers will let us know how serious you are about it.
What? Special offers? So we have to pay? But the project is free!
Firstly, calm down. The project will stay free with the ability to subscribe. We talked about it back in the New Year Vlog episode 519. All special offers in the showcase will be for the caring players and true fans that want to contribute to the test and, moreover, influence Tanki Classic in its early stages. Special offer number 1 includes attention, the reservation of a nickname in Classic, and a bonus for the current account in Tanki Online in the form of a medal and 1,000 rubies. Players who purchase this special offer can reserve their nicknames in the upcoming project and not worry about their nickname being taken after the announcement. The second and third offers are much more interesting. The second one contains 3,000 rubies, a more valuable medal for Tanki Online, nickname reservation, veteran paint, and access to participation in early testing. The third offer is different in the amount of rubies and the value of the medal, and adds 200 retro containers for Tanki Classic. The contents of those containers will be revealed a bit later, when we start selling the special offers. But for now, you can expect animated paints including synesthesia and skin stanks in the exotic category. And don't focus on medals for Tanki Online yet. We will talk about them later.
Look at the contents of each one. Getting the veteran paint from the second and third offers is a legendary opportunity. Please note that it won't be available to you in Tanki Online and will only appear on your Classic account. The veteran paint will forever be unobtainable for money or any other in-game way. This is your first and last chance to get this paint.
Purchasing the second and third special offers grants their owners special rights. Tankers become participants of Classic tests, where they can give their unbiased feedback about all the features we announced earlier. Adding to that, you will not only show your interest in Classic, but also will receive the exclusive right to vote if a certain feature should stay in the game. This way, the majority of votes of the most loyal fans will decide how the Classic will be for everyone else.
I like examples, so I will provide one with overdrives. If most people vote yes, the feature will stay in the game. If most vote no, we won't delete the overdrives from the game, but they will be turned off by default. However, they can still function in battles with your own rules. Dependent cooldowns, augments in skins, overdrives, etc. Each point, each feature depends on your vote. It is important to think carefully when voting and remember your responsibility for Classic's features. That's it for today. Bye.